Hi guys, I wanted to do a little video on some of my garage sale finds for this month. This is the month of February actually, and I'm kind of late on some of this stuff, but actually I can't even say garage sale finds on this stuff. Most of it is online auction finds and stuff like that. I got some other things that I bought online auction too, but we'll go over them later. But right now, let's go over this stuff and I'll show you what I bought. First thing I bought was, I got lucky and I found this axe online. It's an old Holtz Brooks axe. It's almost perfect. I mean, it's like just a beautiful axe. I got it for 20 bucks. It was listed in the wrong area and nobody bid on it. It's a 1 1/4 pound axe, and it's going to be a project axe for me. The handle's a little bit loose. I've noticed that since I moved it out into my outside work area that it's drawn a little moisture and swelled up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and probably replace the handle anyways. The only thing is I'm going to try to do some real searching and see if I can't find a thin profiled handle like this old one's got on it. So I really like those handles. But anyways, that's the first find. And the rest of the finds are all just some old knives that I found. So let me get those squared around and I'll get them out and show them to you. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the first few knives I found, and I got 4 of them, and they're all exactly the same. They got the same profile, whole 9 yards. The only difference is that some of them have brass pins with a steel lanyard hole, and some of them have a brass lanyard hole, just like so. One's brass and one's steel, but I got 4 of these, and I picked them up online one at a time. Didn't pay over 10 bucks for any of them. They're nice high carbon steel. This one here I've actually started to sharpen, and I'm going to go ahead and make a sheath for it. They're identical to the one I made the sheath project for towards the beginning of my video things. They're in my history. They're still posted if you guys want to see that. But anyways, I figured I'd show these to you. It's a nice bullnose profile. I just absolutely love this profile. I struck them with ferro rods, and of course they strike sparks, but hit them with flint and steel and they were all good to go too. Doing a really nice job. Probably bake sheaths for 2 of these and just store the other 2, because these are probably my favorite profile altogether when it comes to a butcher knife. But anyways, I got 4 of those. Figured I'd show you them ones. The other 2 are exactly the same too. This one's a little bit more rusty. This one is, but you know, they all clean up. They all look good. Handles are actually all tight on all of them. One handle has a tiny little crack on it. I'm not even going to worry about it. It's not enough to discourage me from to not change it. Okay, the next butcher knife I got is something a little different. It's got the drop point type profile on it, but this one's actually made in Japan, and it's high carbon steel too, and yeah, it's a really nice knife. It's got the 2 steel pins in the lanyard hole too. It's high carbon. It's not stainless steel or anything like that. I struck it with flint and it throws sparks too. Just something different. I kind of collect these. You guys all know that. So I just picked it up when I saw it. And I bought another knife, and this one actually came with the other knife. And it's an old Woodcraft high carbon knife. And you know, it's kind of like almost like a French trade style knife, only bigger and longer. And you know, I don't know what I'll do with it. Probably just keep it the way it is and just use it for an actual in the kitchen knife, or around the camp knife, because it'll do a fine job at slicing and stuff, just like all the rest of these will. Okay, so the next one is actually one that I really like, and I bid on it at auction and it came up. And this one is a universal LF and Company double sheared steel knife, and it's an old 6-pin knife. And like I said, I got it for less than 10 bucks. I haven't cleaned most of these knives. I haven't even cleaned up yet. This one I'll probably clean it up, make sure the pins are nice and tight, you know, sand the handle down, put a new coat of oil on it, and you know, make up a sheath for it and just use it occasionally. You know, all these knives will get used occasionally once they're cleaned up and ready to go. Next knife I got was this knife here. It's an old Green River knife, and it's a 5-pin knife. And same thing with it. I'll clean it up, and it's actually pretty clean. All it needs is a sharpening, and the handle is got one side is just a hair loose, so these pins need to be tapped a little bit, but peened over a little bit more, and that handle will be nice and tight again too. And you know, a little linseed oil on the handle, and it'll be ready to go. And I'll use it just the same way as I use all the rest of these, you know. So that is it for the big butcher knives I got. I did get a couple other ones. One I already made the sheath for, and this was kind of special to me. I kind of saw it online, and I didn't even think I was going to get it. And I emailed the guy and asked him if he'd take 10 bucks for it, and he emailed me back and said sure, and I sent him the money online, and it ended up at my house 2 days later. But it's a small knife, you know, not very big. It's you know, old 6-pin knife. But what's nice about this old knife is that it is actually, and I don't know if you guys can read that or not, it is an Ontario Knife Company knife. It's not the old Hickory line. It's just a regular Ontario Knife Company knife. Probably, if I was to guess, made before old Hickory lines was even around, but that's just a guess. I don't know that for sure. But anyways, I went ahead and made a sheath for it. You know, it snaps right in the sheath, nice and tight. And you know, I'm not the best leather worker in the world, but this will work. And it's got the belt loop, so I can put it on my belt, or I put these leather dangler on the back of the sheath. That way I can put it through the belt that way, and I can dangle it. Because this thing's light, and it's a real light knife, and it'll probably be more of a, you know, camp knife to me. Around camp, you know, slicing up your vegetables or whatever for the cook pot. So that's what that knife's for. The last knife that I got this was a surprise. I bid on this. I think I paid 8 or 10 bucks for it, and I thought it was just a plain old bull-nosed butcher knife, and it's exactly what it is. I went ahead and I've already cleaned it up. I've already sharpened it. I've already put a you know, piece of leather in the lanyard hole, but I reprofiled the edge. I kind of put the grind up about 1/4 inch on the edge because you couldn't really see the grind, and it works like a dream. But what's special about this knife, and it's something that really surprised me when I got it in the mail, because I was just like, wow, you know, it's really cool. But if you take like one of these other butcher knives, just randomly, this butcher knife is what the thickness of an old hickory would be, and you take this knife and you put it up against this one, and I don't know if you could tell the difference on camera or not, but this knife is almost twice as thick as an old hickory butcher knife, which just, I just love that. You know, it's just a beautiful knife. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. Oh, I made a leather sheath for it too already. So I figured I'd go ahead and this is the leather sheath for it. You just slide it in and you snap it in. I didn't put a ferrule rod on this because I just didn't. I kind of wanted the old style look for this sheath, and this fits the bill, and it fits in here real nice. You know, you gotta almost use your thumb just to get it out because it snaps in nice and tight. Like I said, I'm not the best leather worker in the world, but it'll do the job. So anyways, that's actually it. That's all I wanted to go over today, and I just want to say thank you, and if you like the video, like, share, and subscribe. anyways, and guys, show off your stuff. I'm curious to see it. Thank you.